All right. So, a lot of folks in Murfreesboro are asking themselves, right now is now a good time to sell? And, it's a big decision, right? So we dug into some advice from Ann Hoke Associates, and
Yeah,
hopefully we can kind of lay out some steps for you, so you can figure out if selling right now makes sense for you personally.
absolutely. And I think, the big thing is to really kind of get away from just like a gut feeling and
Right,
more towards, okay, let's look at some of these key factors.
right.
And the first thing that Ann Hoke Associates talks about is understanding your home equity.
Okay, so home equity, that's the part of your house you actually own, like the difference between what it's worth and what you still owe on your mortgage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so they suggest shooting for around 20% equity before you even really start thinking about selling.
hmm
Why is that number so important?
Well, it puts you in a much stronger financial position. When you make that next move. Yeah. So, for example, it can often help you avoid PMI on your next house.
Oh, okay.
That's private mortgage insurance, and it gives you a little bit of cushion to cover all those costs that come with selling a house.
Yeah, closing costs and all that.
Exactly. And,
Oh, yeah.
to figure out where you stand, you know,
Mm-hmm.
with your equity, getting a professional valuation is a really good place to start.
Makes sense. So you kind of know your own,
hmm
stake in the game.
Right.
But what about the Murfreesboro market itself? What's going on
Yeah, that plays a huge role,
there?
because,
Right.
the market dynamics can really impact, how smoothly things go.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that Ann Hoke Associates is saying that right now,
Mm-hmm.
in Murfreesboro, we're in a market where prices are going up
Right.
and there's lots of buyers out there.
Okay.
So that often gives sellers an advantage.
Oh, interesting.
So you might see, people making a bunch of offers
Yeah.
and the sale could happen more quickly.
Right. Right.
And, they can actually do a market analysis just for Murfreesboro
Oh, wow.
to give you a really detailed picture.
Okay.
Things like, how fast are houses selling?
Okay.
What's the difference between, the listing price and the final sale price?
Yeah. Are they going for over asking or are they?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So if you're seeing houses, just fly off the market, that could be a good sign.
Yeah. But selling a house isn't free? Is it what kind of costs are we talking about here?
Yeah, that's super important. You got to think about that big picture.
Right.
When you're looking at your finances, you got to factor in those expenses that
Yeah.
come with selling. So think about like agent commissions, packing,
Mm.
moving any repairs or updates you might need to do, to get your house ready.
Staging and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And Ann Hoke Associates really emphasizes, taking a hard look at your finances
Right.
and how these selling costs, fit in with your future housing plans.
Yeah.
Does selling now, really align with those bigger financial goals you have?
It's all connected, huh?
It is.
Your equity, the market demand, and all the costs of selling.
Right.
And sometimes though it's not even about the money, it's just life. You know what's going on in your life.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Right.
have your needs changed?
Right.
You know how you live?
Yeah, yeah.
And Hoke Associates points out that,
Mhm.
changes in your lifestyle
Yeah.
are often a big reason why people decide to sell.
Right.
Maybe your family's gotten bigger.
Yeah.
You need more space.
More bedrooms.
Or maybe it's time to downsize,
Right.
You're at that stage in life.
Simplify.
Right. Or, job relocation, retirement. Those are big ones too.
Right.
It's worth thinking about, any changes in your life
Hmm.
that might be, making you think about selling in the first place.
Right. So it's kind of a combo of those money things and the personal stuff.
Yeah.
And to really nail down that financial piece, the last big thing that Ann Hoke Associates says is to get a professional home valuation
Yeah.
for Murfreesboro.
Right.
And that's not the same as those online estimates, is it?
No, no, no. Those
Yeah,
those
sure.
can be way off.
Yeah, like Zillow estimates and all that.
Yeah. You want a real professional
Right.
to come in and look at your house.
Okay.
Because a professional valuation gives you a much more accurate idea
Right.
of what your home is actually worth
Okay.
in today's market,
Okay.
specifically in Murfreesboro.
Right.
And Hoke Associates, they really know the area.
Yeah, they're the experts.
So they can give you a solid benchmark,
Right.
and that tells you, okay, this is my equity.
Okay.
This is what I can realistically expect to get if I sell right now.
Gotcha. All right. So to recap real quick, from Ann Hoke Associates, the 5 big things to think about when you're deciding if it's a good time to sell your Murfreesboro home are
Yeah.
1, figuring out your home equity.
Mm-hmm.
2, understanding the Murfreesboro market, what's going on there. 3, taking a hard look at your finances.
Right.
Can you afford the costs of selling?
Hmm.
4, thinking about any changes in your life.
Exactly.
And 5, getting a real professional home valuation in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, those are the big ones.
So as you're listening, think about which of these, 5 things
Yeah.
stands out to you right now, in your situation.
Yeah.
What questions does this bring up for you about, the market here or, your own plans going forward?
Yeah.
That's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.